one of the things that I do want to address is that as far as the names are concerned, human body can only move in so many different ways. I think I've said this before. So you're going to have a lot of things that are applicable in several different contexts, right? Going back to the skydiving, or the diving example, a person who was an Olympic diver also knows how to swim, so they're not going to be totally bad in scuba diving context, right? And so this can be true for almost any physical activity. There's going to be aspects of it that are applicable to other martial arts, okay, and in other contexts, right? There's actually a whole lot of stuff that is very applicable, very self-defense applicable in a game of baseball, okay? Just playing baseball, there's a whole lot of self-defense stuff that's there. Plus, you get the exercise, you get the fun aspect of it, working out the brain and stuff like that, and you don't have the threat that you might ever get hit in the face unless it's like by a baseball, but no one's ever going to punch you, right? Baseball, that's just huge. And if you start early enough and you get good enough at it, you can use that to then get a college scholarship, okay? And a degree from any university is going to be way more effective in several different contexts than a degree in any martial art. Okay, I know, I got 3 of them. Okay, I can't command any more income outside of the martial art industry with those things, but I can take my econ degree, I can go to several different places, and they're going to pay me more. I mean, it's statistically shown that education will give you a better life. It will give you more income that you can then use to kind of better yourself, right? So education, it all comes back to education and learning these different things, okay? And so it really kind of makes sense to learn about all these different martial arts. I mean, you can't really speak ill about a martial art if you don't know it, right? You can't, discount it or talk down about it if you don't know anything about it. If you just if you don't even know about the context, right? You can't form an opinion on that aspect if you don't know. I mean, forming an opinion about something based on no knowledge or no experience of that particular thing is the very definition of prejudice, right? And prejudice can lead to discrimination, acting upon that false opinion, that ignorant opinion, I guess. And unfortunately, that is very prevalent in the martial arts industry, is that prejudice of not liking somebody just because they choose to do a martial art that's not in your context, right? That you don't even fully know about your context. Okay, so it is very important to learn about these other martial arts so you can kind of prevent that, because honestly, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to be in this industry, in an industry that has discrimination and prejudice, and an industry that allows for it to happen, right? And in some cases actually encourages it, because these guys are ignorant, right? So I'm trying to do my part, like I said, I'm an educator, right? Trying to teach people, right? Education is important, and from a self-defense standpoint, you really kind of want to know everything, right? Because you can't effectively defend yourself against something if you don't know what that something is. All right, let me say that again. You can't effectively defend against something if you don't know what that something is. All right? So learn as much as you possibly can, because like I said, it's not so much that I know what they can do, I want to know what everybody can do in every different situation, all the different contexts, so I can be prepared, right? And honestly, this is not a new concept, okay? This has been around for a very long time. The 5th century BC book, The Art of War, which a lot of people reference, say, know your enemy, okay? You got to know your enemy, and a part of that is not just knowing what they can do, it's what everybody can do, all right? But the book doesn't actually stop there, right? That's another part of the quote that is lost or not said, is that know your enemy, know yourself, okay? So it's not so much that you know what everybody can do, you got to know what you can do in every different situation, okay? That's a whole lot. It's a That's a tremendous amount, right? It's not simple. That's complicated. That's hard. Well, so is life, all right? Wake up call. Life is not simple. Life is messy. Life is complicated, okay? But you can work within it and enjoy the process. As long as you find a process of learning that you enjoy, it's not a waste of your time, okay? Always learning, always improving, okay? I have a theory that the moment you stop trying to get better is the moment you start getting worse. And this is backed up by a lot of skills that if you don't use them, you're going to lose them, all right? So you've got to keep learning and keep improving. Now,